Hi guys, Marcus here and welcome to Chinese Entertainment Update, January 28th, 2025. I release episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday between 7 and 10 p.m. Pacific Time. This is episode 942, and the rundown with timestamps is in the description box below. Now, because I use Chinese names quite a bit on my show, if you want the English spelling of them, you can turn on subtitles. I create them myself. In today's episode, This Thriving Land with Yang Mi and Oh Hao passes review. The Perfect Match with Ellen Ren and Rain Wang wraps filming. A bunch of producers talk about their top 5 most favorite artists of 2024. And Zhao Lusi shares a video which shows her recovery process and reveals what her condition is exactly. But before we get started, I want to quickly wish those who celebrate it a happy Lunar New Year in advance. Here in my part of the world, it's still New Year's Eve, but there are many around the world who have already crossed that hour. This time round, the Lunar New Year falls on January 29th, so tomorrow, when I've crossed the hour, I'll give you guys the proper greetings. Alright, on with today's show. We usually begin with what's recently premiered, but nothing to report for today and yesterday, so we begin with what's recently confirmed to premiere soon. There's The White Olive Tree, the modern drama starring Chen Zheyuan and Liang Jie. A few days ago, it announced a February 1st premiere. The cast and crew had wrapped filming in January last year, and the drama passed review in July. Liang Jie plays a reporter who encounters danger while on duty overseas. Chen Zheyuan plays an explosives expert who rescues her. They lose contact after they return to China, but reunite when they deal with a controversy that happened overseas. The White Olive Tree is slated for 40 episodes and will stream on iQIYI. Then there's Six Sisters, the family drama starring Mei Ting and Lu Yi. A few days ago, it announced a February 3rd premiere. The drama follows the He family, which, after the death of its patriarch, is led by the eldest daughter played by Mei Ting. Shen plays a younger version of her. She and her 5 sisters go through ups and downs in marriage and career, but remain united as a family. Six Sisters is slated for 40 episodes and will stream on Tencent. And lastly, there's The Embers, the modern suspense drama starring Wang Ziqi and Sun Yang. Last week, it announced a February 8th premiere. Not often we see dramas announce premiere dates so far in advance, but there it is. The cast and crew had wrapped their approximately 2.5-month film shoot in February last year, and passed review only about 3 weeks ago. Wang Ziqi and Sun Yang play a pair of brothers who were once close and often solved strange cases together, but after a fire tragedy, they become very different people. Years later, they are drawn to a murder case which uncovers some truth behind their tragedy. The Embers is slated for 28 episodes and will stream on Tencent. And that's it for premiere dates. Moving on, here's what's recently passed review. A few videos ago, I mentioned that This Thriving Land had passed review but hadn't gotten its distribution license yet. Well, it has now. On January 26th, it got a license for 39 episodes. That's up by 3 from the originally slated 36. Starring Yang Mi and Oh Hao, the drama wrapped their 3-month film shoot in August last year. At the time, Yang Mi's studio also shared a short video documenting moments during the film shoot and wrap. This is, according to her fans, one of the most challenging roles of her career. In This Thriving Land, Yang Mi plays Xiu Xiu, daughter of the richest man in Tianyu Miao village. She is kidnapped by bandits on her wedding day, but her father is reluctant to sell his land to rescue her. Instead, he marries her sister to the groom. Xiu Xiu severs her relationship with her father, marries a farmer, and gets inspired by new revolutionary ideas. The drama will stream on iQIYI. Moving on from what's recently passed review, we go to drama wraps. I have 2 for you guys today. The Perfect Match, not to be confused with Perfect Match, the currently streaming drama with Lu Yixiao and Wang Xingyue, but The Perfect Match, starring Ellen Ren and Rain Wang, announced yesterday that they had wrapped filming. Here are Liu Xueyi and Zheng Yecheng on the day. The 2 stars make special appearances in the Xianqia drama. The cast and crew started filming at the end of September last year, so it was a 4-month film shoot. The Perfect Match tells the story of a war ghost tribe member, played by Ellen Ren, who goes through 6 tribulations to awaken as the perfect war ghost. Rain Wang plays a Tianyuan sect disciple who accompanies him during his journey. The drama is slated for 40 episodes and will stream on iQIYI. Also sharing wrap updates yesterday was The Great Dreamer. The Great Dreamer stars Shen and Ken Wu. The modern romance drama shared some wrap images yesterday after filming for about 2.5 months. Here are the 2 lead actors. Here is the main cast. And here's the entire cast and crew. In the drama, Shen is an 18-year-old who is accepted into law school, but her stepfather is not supportive of her, so she is forced to leave home to study and work part-time. She meets Ken Wu's character, a classmate who's also working part-time. He's doing it to help with his mother's medical treatment. The two start off on the wrong foot, but gradually become close. The Great Dreamer is slated for 24 episodes and will stream on Mango TV. And lastly, for drama updates, opening Topan ratings. I have just a couple for you guys today. So there's Drifting Away, the crime thriller starring Guo Jingfei, Wang Qianyuan, and Angel Zhao. It opened with an average score of 6.0 from around 41,800 ratings. I mentioned this in a previous episode and touched on why the score may have been lower than expected. Then there's I Am Nobody Season 2, the modern fantasy drama starring Peng Yichang and Wang Yinglu. It opened with an 8.2 from around 30,600 ratings. Delighted with their score, the drama shared this poster to announce it on Weibo. Season 1 has an equally impressive score. At the moment, it sits at 8.1 from around 141,000 ratings. And that's it for drama updates. Moving on, celebrity updates, and today we begin with the top 5 artists most favored by producers in 2024. According to Soho Entertainment, at the end of 2024, they issued a questionnaire to 28 film and television producers to ask which artists they looked at favorably in 2024. They got 22 valid responses in return. The survey showed that the quality the producers looked for most in an artist is professionalism, followed by, quote, not having a problem with billing order, unquote, followed by respect for the crew, degree of cooperation, positivity, and cost-effectiveness. Number 5 on the list was Qinglan. On the 45-year-old actress, producers said, quote, compared to newcomers, she is quite professional. She started with small roles and has been constantly improving. She is very generous, whether to the crew or the staff around her, even gifting them brand name bags, unquote. Number 4 on the list was Zoe Meng. On the 29-year-old actress, producers said, quote, she's hardworking and forthright. She cherishes opportunities because she suffered before. She didn't get carried away after becoming popular. She was grateful for the chance to play the lead role in Blossom, unquote. Number 3, Simon Kong. On the 32-year-old actor, producers said, quote, he once waited on set for more than 14 hours and ended up not filming any scenes, but still didn't lose his temper with anyone. He is dedicated and self-disciplined and respects his partners. He's never late and never leaves early. He treats the crew well and is popular with them, unquote. Number 2, Dylan Wang. On the 26-year-old actor, producers said, quote, he has no idol or traffic star baggage. He works hard and will jump into any ditch. He will not complain of injuries or of not getting enough sleep or of being tired even if he works non-stop. He doesn't lose his temper. He and his team are not troublesome, and he is loved by the crew, unquote. And at number 1, Bai Lu. On the 30-year-old actress, producers said, quote, she's a nice person, a good actress, and doesn't act like a big shot. She gets along very well with the crew. When we cue her to shoot behind-the-scenes stuff or do an interview, she's ready very quickly, unlike others who need to rest or who are too tired. Actors and screenwriters will often have conflicts about the lines, but Bai Lu gets along with them and is easy to communicate with, unquote. So that's the top 5. Other than them, the producers also gave praise to a few others, notably Xiao Zhan, whom they called very dedicated despite being a big name and a traffic star. They said he memorizes all his lines before filming and is never late, and is humble and hardworking. Chen Doling, whom they called extremely hardworking. They said she's always taking extensive notes on her scripts. And Liu Yining, whom they described as having high EQ and is very good at handling things. They said he doesn't act like a big star and will talk to you like a regular person would. Next up for celebrity updates, Zhao Lusi's studio shared a video clip on January 25th to showcase the actress's road to recovery. I'd used some images from the clip in my last video where I spoke about how the 26-year-old actress had returned to work, but there were some images I left out because I felt they may have been a little hard to watch. But then I read the caption again. It says, "Nurture with love, grow up all over again, bloom into a courageous flower." I gave it another thought, and if that's what she and her team want to show people, and let people know that you can come back from this disease, and come back even stronger, then I think it's worth sharing. In the 5-minute clip, Lusi experiences spasms in bed. She bawls her eyes out. And here, she seemingly stares into space while getting a scalp massage. She has a hard time talking and looks worse for wear. She even has to communicate by writing on her phone at one point. Using chopsticks becomes a milestone for her. She has to relearn how to walk. There were many images of that. And even one where she almost falls over. But most importantly, and probably what made it all possible, is that she was surrounded by her parents, her grandparents, and people who love her. Like the caption says, nurture with love. Oh, and her pets too, with their unconditional love. They were a big feature in the video. Eventually, she is well enough to step out, and she prepares for her first public appearance since her hiatus. The video was given the hashtag Zhao Lusi's recovery process revealed, which trended hard after it was viewed 150 million times in one day. In another video, Lusi revealed in an interview that her condition is dissociative conversion disorder, which is prone to relapse within 3 months. Her doctor did mention, however, that the likelihood of relapse decreases after 6 months. According to Google's AI overview, dissociative and conversion disorders are mental health conditions that cause unusual neurological symptoms or changes in awareness or identity. They're often caused by psychological stress or trauma. Lusi continued, "During this period, it's important to avoid triggers as much as possible and focus on finding ways to protect myself and rebuild my life experiences." She added, "Since I've made it through this, nothing is more important than myself." And that's it for celebrity updates. It also brings us to the end of today's episode. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys Thursday. As always, stay safe, and I wish you clear blue skies, good health, and happiness. Until next time, cheers!